My child, my beloved, do not move away from this. 3 minutes remain. That is all. And in these 3 minutes, heaven itself has bent down to speak your name. Someone you once loved, someone you still ache for, someone who left this world too soon, they are pleading that you do not close this now. They begged Archangel Michael to deliver this message. And he is here. And I am speaking. Because if you turn away, if you miss this, the chance will vanish forever. Beloved, listen closely. Michael says, the one they love is crying out from heaven. They waited for this exact second to speak what they never got to say. And if they walk away, the silence will return, and the words will be lost. Do you feel the weight in your chest? Do you feel the air shift around you? That is them. That is the presence of the one you lost. They are here. They are closer than breath. You may wonder, why now? Why today? Why this moment? Because the veil is thin. Because heaven has opened a window in time. Because the clock is ticking. 3 minutes. That is all the angels were granted to deliver this message. 3 minutes that will decide the course of your future. My beloved, you thought you were forgotten. You thought heaven was silent. But God says, I was never far. I was never blind. I heard every cry. I counted every tear. And tonight I open the door so you may finally hear the truth. Do you feel your spirit tremble? That is recognition. That is your soul saying yes. Do not run from it. Do not silence it. Stay. The one you lost is speaking now. They whisper, I never left angry. I never stopped loving you. My last thought was your face, your smile, your name. And I need you to know that even though I crossed into light, I never stopped walking beside you. This is not imagination. This is confirmation. This is the moment they prayed for. Michael leans close. Tell them, the clock is not kind. Tell them, the minutes are moving. If they close this, the message will vanish into silence. But if they stay, their soul will open, their eyes will see, their destiny will shift. 3 minutes remain. 2 minutes now. Time is running short. Do not look away. Do not hesitate. Do not let your miracle pass. Beloved child, you have been carrying pain too heavy for one soul. You have been carrying questions with no answers. You have been carrying guilt that does not belong to you. And the one you lost says, let it go. Release it now. None of it was your fault. None of it was your failure. I left, but not because of you. I left, but not without love. I left, but never left you. Pause. Do you feel that tear forming in your eye? That is healing. That is release. That is heaven pressing into your wounds with gentle light. Do not resist it. Do not hide from it. It is proof you are not alone. My beloved, listen to me. You did not stumble here. This was no accident. God Himself directed your steps to this moment. Because the one you lost is determined that you do not repeat the mistakes of the past. There is something about your future that must be spoken. There is something about your family that must be revealed. There is something about your destiny that must be sealed. Michael warns, if they turn away, the truth will be hidden again. If they stay, the secret will be revealed. They will see what was unseen. They will hear what was silenced. They will be free from what was binding them. This is why your chest tightens. This is why your eyes water. Because your soul knows freedom is near. Good, you are still here. And because you stayed, heaven will unfold the message fully. But the time is still short. The urgency remains. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1. Stay, beloved. Stay until the end. Your miracle is inside this. My beloved child, you stayed. And because you stayed, the heavens smile. The angels whisper, they are ready. They are listening. They will not miss it this time. Michael's voice shakes the skies. The one they love has been waiting for this exact moment. Tell them to breathe. Tell them to stay. Tell them to open their soul. Do you feel that pressure in your heart? It is not fear. It is recognition. Your soul remembers this sound, this presence, this love. You thought you imagined the signs. The dreams that felt too real. The sudden chills at midnight. The repeated numbers. That was not coincidence. That was them, reaching, knocking, crying out for you to notice. Beloved, the one you lost speaks through heaven now. They whisper, I never abandoned you. I never blamed you. I was watching when you thought you were alone. I touched your shoulder when you cried in the dark. I prayed for you when you gave up on yourself. Do not doubt this. Do not dismiss it. This is not illusion. This is truth breaking through the veil. Michael says, tell them, if they walk away now, the silence will return. But if they stay, the door will remain open, and the secrets will be revealed. Do you feel the urgency? The window is small. Time is moving. But heaven is giving you one more chance. Do not let it slip away. My beloved, you are about to learn why your path has felt blocked. Why the blessings delayed. Why peace has been slipping through your hands. It was not punishment. It was not rejection. It was protection. God was holding it back until this moment, until you could receive it without losing it. Now the veil lifts. Now the miracle moves. Now the truth comes forth. The one you lost says, you have been blaming yourself for too long. You carried guilt that does not belong to you. The truth is, I never blamed you. I left with love in my heart, with your name in my breath, with peace in my soul. And I begged heaven to give me this chance to tell you. Let that sink in. Do you feel the weight lifting? That is healing. That is freedom. That is the release you have been praying for. Pause. Can you feel the air shift again? That stillness pressing against your skin? That is heaven bending close. That is Michael drawing his sword. That is your loved one stepping nearer, whispering words you could not hear until now. They say, be careful. Someone near you is not what they seem. They hide behind smiles but carry shadows in their heart. I saw it before I left, but I could not warn you. So I begged the angels to deliver this moment. This is not to frighten you. This is to protect you. This is heaven's mercy exposing what you could not see. Michael declares, tell them, the danger is near, but so is deliverance. If they ignore this, they will walk blind into a trap. If they believe, the trap will collapse before them. Do not dismiss it. This is your shield. This is your warning. This is your chance to walk free. My child, God says, I will not let you walk in darkness any longer. I will open your eyes. I will reveal the truth. And I will place you on the path that leads to peace. Do you trust Him? Do you believe? Because your belief is the key that unlocks what has been waiting. Good, you are still here. That means your spirit is awake. That means you are ready to hear more. The angels are watching with joy because you did not turn away. And now, the scroll can open further. Now the hidden can be revealed. Now the miracle can flow. My child, my beloved, you are still here. Because you remained, heaven leans in deeper. Michael's voice is steady now, full of compassion and command. This is not the time for half-belief. This is the time for complete surrender. Do not be afraid, surrender will not take from you, it will give everything back tenfold. Listen, the one who crossed into light is pressing closer. They say, remember the promise I made to you in private, do not forget the song we shared. That song is your key. Hold on to it. A melody rises in your memory, that memory is a map. Follow it. It will guide you out of the fog. Michael warns plainly, the enemy loves confusion. Confusion keeps hands busy and hearts closed. Clarity kills their plan. Right now, clarity is arriving to you. But to receive it, you must be willing to look. You have been carrying roles you did not choose. You have been pleasing people who drained your soul. You have been shrinking your light so others could feel safe. God says, stop apologizing for the brightness I gave you. Stand, your life requires it. Let those words settle like a balm on your tired bones. Do you sense a soft pressure on your shoulder? That is Michael placing protection there. He whispers, walk forward with courage. We cover the steps you take. You are not stepping alone, you are stepping armored by heaven. The one you miss speaks now with urgency, find the paper. Find the old box. Check the place you always left unread letters. There is something I could not finish telling you, find it. Small things hide great truths. Search what you avoided, answers are tucked in dust. Michael shouts across the quiet, if they hesitate at the sight of truth, remind them, truth is a door, not a punishment. You will feel exposed when the truth arrives, because light shows every corner. But exposure leads to healing. Do not flee from it. God says plainly, I will not waste your pain. I will recycle your sorrow into strength. This is not a promise of ease, it is a promise of purpose. Your trials were not random, they were workshops to forge a heart able to carry what is coming. A face may appear in your mind as you read, someone who smiled but wore secrecy behind their eyes. If your spirit recognizes them, act gently but firmly. You do not need to confront now, you need to reposition. Distance is sometimes the bravest prayer. Michael instructs, write down the first thought that comes to their mind after this message. That name, that memory, that flash, capture it. It is the breadcrumb back to truth. This is a spiritual exercise, simple but powerful. Do it. Your soul will thank you. The one in heaven cries softly, forgive yourself first. You carried guilt you were never supposed to own. Forgive the moments you could not fix. I forgive you, and I ask that you forgive yourself. Forgiveness is not for the offender only, it is the medicine you need. Drink it. Let it move through you. Michael's tone becomes fierce, guard your peace. The enemy covets it. Throw no pearls to those who prove unready to value them. Your peace is a currency, spend it wisely. Do not barter it for cheap approval. God shows a small sign, 7 feathers, a phrase, a number sequence, pay attention. When these patterns return, mark the day. Those are heaven's confirmations, stamped in the ordinary. Beloved, an opportunity is circling you disguised as inconvenience. It will not look like a blessing at first. It will come wrapped in delay, in tests, in small failures that feel heavy. But Michael says, if they persevere, the disguise will drop and the blessing will unfold. Perseverance now births miracles later. The one who left reaches out with tenderness, do not chase the wrong love. The next affection that asks you to dim your light is not for you. Your heart knows which attachments nourish and which drain. Listen closely to that quiet wisdom. Michael gives a specific charge, pray a simple prayer tonight, Lord, reveal my next step and make it clear. Do not overcomplicate it. Simplicity is the way angels hear. Say it. Mean it. Then watch as small doors begin to open. God reveals a spiritual truth, miracles often arrive as small corrections, not as grand spectacles. A redirected call, a single page with a new name, a neighbor's unexpected help, these are my instruments. Open your hands to receive small things, they assemble into huge shifts. You may feel anger rising as secrets surface. That is normal. Michael says, anger without direction burns you. Use it to reveal what must change, then let the fire be reshaped into resolve. Channel it into steps that protect and rebuild. Beloved, your dreams will change tone. They will shift from fog to clarity. Pay attention to colors, to faces, to repeated places. They are maps written in sleep. The one in heaven begs, tell them to keep the faith even if the proof is slow. My joy depends on your courage. Do not trade your long-term promise for short-term comfort. Courage now secures generations. Michael instructs a practical move, check your documents, old accounts, family papers, an email you archived. Many answers hide in administrative corners. It sounds mundane, but God uses small keys to unlock big doors. God comforts you, you are not behind. Timelines are not punishments. Some things require a season, others a precise moment. You are arriving at yours. Let that idea soothe the panic that sometimes rises. You are on time. The one who passed speaks intimately. If you had one regret about me, bury it now. Bless my memory into service for your life, not into chains that weigh you down. Transform nostalgia into fuel, let their love propel you forward. Michael's cry sharpens, if a person tries to gaslight what you feel, stand firm. Your inner witness is God's witness. Trust your gut, it is an altar where truth burns steady. God gives a small command, protect your inner circle. Titan who has access to your plans. Bless them, then be discreet. Not everyone needs to know what God is constructing through you, only those who will guard it. You will begin to notice synchronicities, calls that came at the right second, a stranger who says the exact word you needed, a note found in an old jacket. These are not coincidences, they are signposts placed by the divine. The one in heaven laughs softly, I saw you try to be brave. I saw you lie to your smile. Be honest now, tell the truth to your heart. Honesty opens the channels. Lies close them. Michael commands, make spiritual space. Clean a corner of your home, light a candle, or say a prayer as you remove clutter. Physical clearing invites spiritual clearing. Action invites presence, do small, sacred acts to welcome the change. God promises restoration, what has been taken will return in a season larger than before. Do not measure restoration by what you lost, measure it by what God will multiply. The one you loved whispers, if you are afraid, put your hand over your heart and feel me beside you. Let that steadiness be your cue. Simple practices become anchors in new storms. Michael advises, when you face the moment of confrontation, speak from truth, not from rage. Truth dismantles falsehood, rage fuels it. You will win more with calm clarity than with loud fury. God gives you a promise for your finances and provision, a door will open, perhaps an unexpected call, maybe a gift left in an odd place. Accept it with gratitude and use it wisely. Blessings often come tied to immediate stewardship. The one in heaven says, collect the small tokens, photos, a cent, a piece of cloth. They will carry messages when you cannot hear words. Symbols become conduits for memory and strength. Michael instructs, keep a journal for the next 2 weeks. Write dreams, signs, and names. Patterns will emerge that will guide decisive steps. This discipline trains your spirit's eyes to recognize God's handwriting. God reassures, you will not be alone when you act. Angels will stand behind every courageous step you take. Imagine an army of light aligning behind your obedience. That is the reality you walk into. The one you lost finishes with this plea, promise me you will not waste the second chance. Promise me you will live bold and true. Say yes in your heart. Make the vow. Let it root. Michael's voice grows tender, because you stayed, because you listened, because you believed, heaven can do its work. Your miracle has been permitted, not yet complete, but now permitted. Breathe. Feel the permission settle like warmth in your chest. God calls you forward, stand now. Speak one sentence out loud, I am ready. Let it be the key that unlocks the next door. Simple obedience opens the floodgates. Beloved, this part of the message closes, but the unfolding continues. You have been invited into a process that will require patience, courage, and discernment. You will be given signs, you will be tested, you will be equipped. The one in heaven smiles with finality, I am proud of you. Keep walking. Michael lowers his sword but stays near. God's hand remains extended. Stay ready for the next sign. Do the small things. Trust the quiet that follows. You are being remade. My child, my beloved, do not leave now. The next words are the key that turns possibility into reality. This is not just advice, it is heaven's instruction for how to steward a love that crosses boundaries. First, bind your decisions with prayer. Every serious step must be wrapped in prayer, alone and together if possible. Prayer is not superstition, it is alignment. When two hearts ask God for clarity, the fog lifts. Second, seek wise counsel. Not gossip, not critics, but 3 people who love you and know God. Their purpose is not to control your heart but to hold a mirror of wisdom. If multiple trusted voices warn of harm, listen carefully. Third, speak honestly to each other. No secrets, no hidden accounts of fear. Transparency builds trust, secrecy creates wounds. If the love is true, it can handle the light. Fourth, set clear boundaries. Age difference can create power imbalances if left unchecked. Define roles, financial lines, emotional safeguards. Healthy love respects limits and grows within them. Fifth, protect your reputation with integrity. You do not need to hide, but you do need prudence. Walk in honesty so that later you stand unashamed. God honors integrity, the world respects it over time. Sixth, do not rush intimacy. Rushing confuses passion with permanence. Let time test the depth. True love deepens in seasons, not in a hurry. Seventh, watch for growth, not just feeling. Does this love make you kinder, braver, more patient? Or does it demand you shrink yourself? God blesses what builds character. Eighth, hold your family gently but firmly. Love can be a ministry to those who fear. Talk calmly, show respect, and keep your promises. Time and fruit often soften even the hardest hearts. Ninth, refuse shame as counsel. Shame is the enemy's whisper disguised as social rule. Reject it. Let truth and grace define your choices. 10th, practice communal prayer. Invite God into your calendar, pray at set times together. Prayer becomes a rhythm that keeps you humble and united. 11th, bless each other publicly when ready. A healthy relationship does not hide, it honors. When timing and wisdom align, let your testimony bless others. 12th, prepare for tests, and pass them. The enemy will try to break trust with temptation, lies, or delays. Let trials be proof that your love is not built on convenience. 13th, protect finances with clarity. Money can be a battlefield. Plan, sign agreements, be fair. God cares about stewardship, He will reward honesty. 14th, make space for solitude. Even paired souls need quiet to hear God. Do not fuse identities, keep your inner life alive. A soul that stays connected to God stays secure. 15th, practice humility in disagreement. When conflict comes, prioritize truth and restoration over being right. Michael teaches strength wrapped in gentleness. 16th, celebrate small victories together. Gratitude transforms hardship into testimony. Thank God for every sign, every step, every healing. 17th, watch the signs heaven gives. Repeated numbers, doors opening, people returning, these are confirmations, not guarantees. Discern them with prayer and not just wishful thinking. 18th, forgive quickly and fully. Everyone will stumble. Grace keeps the door open for repair, bitterness builds walls. 19th, choose spaces that honor both of you. If the world creates traps, make sacred spaces, prayer nights, service projects, humble dates that build connection. 20th, keep humility as your garment. Pride destroys even the sweetest things, humility invites God to stay. Ask often, are we humble before God and others? 21st, invite Archangel Michael to guard your borders. Pray aloud, Michael, stand between us and every deception. Spiritual protection is real, claim it. 22nd, write down your commitments. A covenant on paper clarifies hearts. This is not legalism, it is stewardship. Promises that are spoken and written become anchors. 23rd, speak kindly about each other to others. Defend one another in private, praise one another in public. Reputation is built by what people hear from your closest circle. 24th, track the fruit. After 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, reflect, has this relationship grown holiness, not just comfort? Fruit reveals origin. 25th, keep a rhythm of gratitude. Every night, name one thing you thank God for about the other. This rewires the heart toward blessing, not suspicion. 26th, plan for practical realities. Health, future children, careers, legal concerns, talk and plan. Love that ignores logistics can become fragile. 27th, recognize pride in disguise. Sometimes we chase forbidden love for the thrill of being brave. Ask, am I seeking God's will or my own reputation for daring? 28th, model the message to others. If this love becomes a testimony, use it to heal, not polarize. God's miracles often teach the world a better way. 29th, expect miraculous timing. When two souls align with God, the universe moves in helpful ways. Do not be surprised when doors open at the right moment. 30th, do not weaponize Scripture or church against each other. Faith is not a club, it is a shelter. Use Scripture to heal, not to hurt. 31st, watch for signs of manipulation. Real love invites freedom, control binds and hides insecurity. If any demand feels like coercion, slow down and pray. 32nd, celebrate elders who bless you. When a godly elder gives genuine blessing, receive it. Heaven's authority carried through people is a sacred thing. 33rd, prepare to be misunderstood, and keep peace. Not everyone will get it, and that's okay. Live the truth, time will often vindicate what earnest hearts do. 34th, steward your public story carefully. Social media and gossip can wound, choose when to share and when to protect. Privacy can be holiness. 35th, create shared service. Serving together aligns hearts with purpose beyond romance. Love that serves grows stronger and more sacred. 36th, keep a financial safety net. Independence where possible protects dignity. Shared life must never trap one soul in dependency. 37th, ask, does this love point you to God? If yes, continue. If it drags you from God, stop. This is the most reliable litmus test. 38th, build rituals that bind. A meal every Sunday, a prayer before sleep, a yearly retreat, small rhythms become the scaffolding of a life together. God promises a visible marker, look for unexpected light, a ray through a window at an odd hour, a sudden warmth, these are confirmations. When you get a sign like this, stop and pray a short prayer of thanks. It seals the sign. Beloved, an offer will appear that seems small and inconvenient. Do not dismiss it quickly. Sometimes God uses odd offers to reroute you safely into your calling. Test it in prayer. The one in heaven says, find the song we loved and play it tonight. Let memory be the altar for courage. Music opens doors that logic cannot. Use it as a bridge. Michael directs, break one small bad habit this week. Replace it with one small spiritual discipline, 5 minutes of stillness, a verse memorized, a kind text sent. Small obedience births momentum. Obedience is the engine of miracles. God gives a promise about love, your next affectionate step will require courage but will bring peace, not drama. Do not enter rushed romances, enter sacred ones. Guard your heart like a garden, tend it slowly. Beloved, you will feel pressure to explain yourself to people who do not deserve your answers. Refuse that pressure. Michael says, silence can be protection. You are not obliged to justify what God is arranging. Keep counsel. The one who left speaks with tenderness. Find the token I left you, a ring, a note, a photograph. Keep it as a reminder to be brave. Symbols anchor courage. God instructs a faith action, give quietly to someone in need this week. Generosity aligns you with supply, it activates circulation. Michael adds, keep watch over your sleep cycles. Sleep is when angels rewire destinies. Guard it, protect it, do not abuse it. Rest is not optional, it is strategic. Beloved, someone will show their true colors. When they do, do not be shocked, be grateful. Truth frees you faster than illusion clings. The one in heaven whispers, there is a reconciliation possible, but only after truth is known. Prepare your heart for either restoration or release. Both are healing, both are holy. God offers a daily anchor, morning gratitude, midday breath, evening reflection. 3 small practices that hold your spirit steady. Michael instructs a line to declare aloud, I will not be moved by fear. Say it each morning for 7 days and watch timbers of courage form beneath your feet. Beloved, legal favor is promised if you pursue details. A missing document may reappear, a name may surface in a will, a bank detail may correct itself. Be prepared with notes and dates when you check. The one in heaven pleads, if there is anger, process it with prayer and counsel, not revenge. Revenge takes you off mission. Keep your mission sacred. God assures, a helper will appear unexpectedly, a neighbor, a coworker, a relative. Receive them, they are anointed to assist. Be open to humble vessels. Michael gives a spiritual instruction, create a clear boundary ritual, turn off devices at a set hour, light a candle, declare a boundary aloud. Sacred limits protect favor. Rituals create safety. Beloved, you will taste hope in small increments, an email, a note, a smile. Celebrate these breadcrumbs. They are God's signals. The one who passed encourages, remember to laugh. Joy heals faster than you think. Allow small lightness, it is medicine. God concludes this segment with a promise, you will see the first evidence within days. It may not be loud, but it will be undeniable. When it comes, respond with thanksgiving. Gratitude accelerates the torrent. Michael closes gently, because they stayed, heaven moved. Keep faith like a flame, not a flood, steady, consistent, warm. Keep the flame alive, it will light your path. A simple invitation now, if you want more of these messages shaped specifically for your life, say yes and stay. If you record this message or save these lines, return to them when doubt rises, they will steady you. And if you value this voice, consider subscribing to the channel that carries these messages. Let this place be a spiritual anchor for your days. Beloved, rest now in the truth that you are being prepared. Miracles are aligning, signs will come. Stand ready. Act with wisdom. Walk in courage. The one in heaven smiles and says, I will meet you at the place of new beginnings. Michael remains at your side. God's hand is extended. Stay tuned, more is coming. My beloved child, you stayed again, and heaven sighs with relief. Because you did not turn away, the angels are now freer to move on your behalf. Michael says, this soul's obedience unlocked the next sequence. Watch closely, heaven will not delay its response. Do you feel that lightness beginning to thread through your chest? That small lift is the first proof that the atmosphere is changing. It is subtle at first, like the sound of wings brushing the air, but soon it becomes unmistakable. Hold on to that feeling. Let it steady you when doubt creeps in. Listen, a clear piece of instruction comes now, practical and immediate. Check the last place you kept receipts, old envelopes, or that drawer you avoid. Open it slowly. Say a short prayer before you touch anything, Lord, reveal what I must know. There is a paper, a note, an overlooked line that will clarify a long mystery. Do not dismiss this as ritual. Obedience to small directions invites large open doors. Michael leans close and murmurs, they must not make decisions out of anger today. Decisions made from anger become chains. Wait until peace settles, then act. When truth surfaces that hurts, breathe before you move. Allow clarity to form in calm, not in the heat of revelation. A tender voice from heaven pleads, if you kept a box of things, search it tonight. If you have an old voicemail, listen to it. If you have a hidden photo, hold it. These fragments are not random, they are threads stitched into the tapestry of your next step. Find the thread, and you find the map. God says plainly, you will receive confirmation within days. Do not be surprised by the ordinary way I show up, I prefer small, steady proofs that build confidence. When the confirmation comes, a call, an email, a person, you will know it because your spirit will pulse like a compass. Stop. Give thanks. Mark the date. That is the way heaven signs its work. Michael warns again, someone who smiles in public will reveal their intention in private. Expect a face-off, but not now. Gather evidence gently, do not let emotions drive the meeting. Collect facts. Keep records. Protect your story with patience and wisdom. Beloved, an invitation appears in disguise, an event that seems inconvenient, a meeting at an odd hour, a request that feels disruptive. Do not dismiss it. Attend with prayer. You may find the person who holds a key to your restoration sitting in the middle of discomfort. God connects through inconvenient moments for the bold-hearted. The one who past whispers, I never stopped defending you. I could not speak from the other side until now. When the paper you find is opened, remember, this is for your healing, not your revenge. Let the discovery heal you, not fuel retaliation. Healing opens doors, revenge locks them. Michael instructs a step, cut ties with a habit that drains your spirit. One small renunciation now creates space. Replace it with a 5-minute morning consecration, breathe, name the day, and release fear. Small ritual, massive shift. Do it reverently. God gives a practical financial sign, misdirected fund will correct. Check late notices, old accounts, and messages from 3 months ago. Asterisk. Paperwork hides miracles sometimes, be thorough. Angels often nudge through accounting. Beloved, your relational boundaries will be clarified this week. Who stays and who goes will become obvious. Do not be alarmed by endings, they make space for divine entrances. Michael says, honor endings as sacred acts that preserve your destiny. The One in Heaven asks you to write down 3 things you will release today: guilt, a lie you believed, and a person you gave too much power to. Write them, then fold the paper and place it somewhere sacred or burn it if you must. This is a covenant of release. It frees your hands to receive. God reminds you, speak less about your plan and more about your prayers. Prayer shelters the blueprint. Let your strategic moves be prayed over, not broadcast. Heaven protects quiet preparations. Michael commands a posture, when you walk into a room this week, hold your head a little higher. Heaven wants your posture to match your promise. Small posture changes change destiny, walk like someone chosen. Beloved, watch for a reconciling voice, someone who left will reappear asking forgiveness or explanation. They may carry truth you need, or they may reveal their own motives. Be wise, test the fruit, and allow grace where it belongs. The One who passed sends an odd encouragement, start a small altar, a plant, a candle, a photograph. Tend it quietly. It will become a meeting place with heaven for you. Sacred spaces tune your soul to recognize angelic nudges. Create one tonight, even if only for 5 minutes. God gives a spiritual promise, do not fear scarcity. Provision will come as you steward what you have with gratitude. Gratitude unlocks provision, hoarding closes it. Be generous even in small things. Michael instructs discipline, sleep earlier for 3 nights, your dreams will carry instructions. Angels speak in sleep, protect it, honor it, and record the messages you receive. Beloved, expect to hear the number 7 more than once, on clocks, receipts, messages, or in conversation. 7 is a sign of completion and favor. When you notice it, stop and pray a short, thankful prayer. It seals the sign. The One in Heaven laughs softly, you always made a face when you tried my favorite dish, try it tonight and remember the silly times. Memory is medicine. Small acts of remembrance anchor you in love, not loss. Michael says, if legal matters arise, do not rush. Let counsel meet truth. God often works through wise advisors. Seek counsel, do not act impulsively. Provision often arrives with wise partners. God sets a tone, walk in honesty. When truth is your currency, the doors will open effortlessly. Integrity accelerates destiny. Choose it continually. Beloved, a creative idea will appear, an artistic, business, or practical solution you dismissed before. Pick it up, test it humbly. God uses creative sparks to redirect income and influence. The One who passed asks, Promise me you will choose joy in small moments. Dance in your kitchen, sing in the shower. Joy is a spiritual weapon. Use it. Fight despair with small rejoicing. Michael commands a line to say aloud each morning for 7 days. I step into my destiny with peace. Repeat it with conviction, it reprograms fear into faith. God offers a prophetic note, a door will open linked to a name you forgot. Do not ignore it. When a forgotten name resurfaces, follow with prayer, it may be the key to an inherited blessing. Beloved, your network will shift, people aligned with your destiny will inexplicably appear. Welcome them with humility and ask God to reveal their roles. Not every return is for you, but some will be instruments of favor. The one in heaven gives one final practical plea, save an old message you received from me and read it tonight. It holds courage. Memory built on God's truth fortifies you for change. Michael now declares a promise, we will dismantle every plan formed against them. We will replace plots with provision, schemes with open doors. Hold this word like a shield. Speak it when fear whispers. God closes this segment with a charge, choose peace over proof. Let peace be your final court for decisions. When torn between two options, pick the one that brings peace to your spirit. It is often the right path. Beloved, small steps now create the architecture of your future. Do not despise the humble beginnings, they birth strong foundations. Tend them faithfully. The one in heaven smiles and says, keep walking. I will meet you at each milestone. Michael stands firm and promises protection. God's hand remains extended, take it. If you wish, I will continue with another part now, giving more specific prophetic steps and signs tailored to the next season you asked for.